Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Strong Art Flicks. We got Jeffrey and C's, the director, in the house.
What up, everybody?
Hey.
Yeah, we were just talking backstage about the headphones, guys. Hopefully we won't have no echo, and hopefully YouTube won't be on no bull junk, and we will be able to do this live reaction for you guys without issues. So let's get into it. Let's see. Yeah, they've updated this. There's a lot of options on here. I kind of like it. One of these days I gotta sit down and click on click on shit that I actually need to click on to figure out what, all these extra features are. I just use the simple ones, but yeah, they've done quite a bit on here. So let's go. We're gonna go full screen, share audio. All right, here we go, guys. RebelMoon, Chalice of Blood.
Go dig my grave, both wide and deep.
Oh, yep. Well, I see Android nipples. That's new. I don't remember that being in the movie. Do you
Really, that robot at all?
I don't remember that. You know what's weird? The head, the face, the helmet piece, that almost looks like the future apocalyptic timeline Flash helmet almost, don't it?
Yep.
really, to me, it looks like a character from Mass Effect. Like I'm having a hard time remembering it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole design looks exactly like that character.
Yeah, it looks badass.
It looks dope. Already, it seems like that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Place a marble stone.
Oh, I like that. What's that say?
My head and feet, and on my breast,
The blood.
Yeah, definitely.
white
Oh, hey, was that in the movie?
No, that's a new thing.
Nope. That's a new thing.
Was that in the movie at all? Look, I'm going to go back just a little, guys. Bear with me. Just a little bit. Okay? That big robot thing, like, plugged in. Was that in the movie? I think it was, but I don't think they really...
Oh, it is, but I won't go deep into it because I've read the novelization.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, the movie, though, the theatrical version, well, not theatrical, you know what I mean? The
PG version.
PG version, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, I think maybe there was like one shot of it, but I don't think it spoke or
yeah.
These are new scenes.
These are all new. Look.
Yeah. This was like a whole complete different context for this thing.
Wow.
This world that I died for love.
Oh, new.
Oh!
Yep.
Come on, man. Hey, man. There he is. Jimmy. That's his name?
Yep.
Jimmy the robot or whatever, android. This guy, man, this is Anthony Hopkins. I want to see, I feel like this is a similar situation like how in the theatrical version of Zack Snyder's Justice League, the cyborg in there, Cyborg, his whole plot was cut from the movie. And when you watch this, the Jimmy, they only kind of featured him in the movie like an extended cameo almost. I wonder if in this movie he'll be like the center of the fucking film. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like,
I think
I'm not gonna talk on that.
Jeffrey's like, man, I got some bombs to drop, y'all. Look here, we'll get into it later, though, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Bleeding.
so wide and
Damn, bones.
and on my
Ah!
now I
Whoa!
Have you seen the meme already? With
What?
Yeah.
I seen the meme, but I didn't know what it was about until.
Okay. Now, yeah, that,
I think
yeah,
that's
now.
pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, so yeah, I think I can speak on that part. And yeah, there's a whole sex scene with that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's some hentai in this bitch, bro.
Netflix is not holding nothing back.
Yeah, they give that.
Why
Yeah,
would
and
you do it though? Why would this motherfucker?
I mean,
But, all right, yeah, this is definitely a different movie. There's the Jimmy. Oh,
Damn, they did it Mortal Kombat style. You saw
oh,
that?
that was Mortal Kombat,
Yep.
bro.
Damn,
What's
Goro.
the dude's name? Yeah, Goro.
Goro.
With the 4 arms.
Yep.
Oh, what was that? That's new. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's all new.
Damn! I went back to see that and seen that. Holy!
Damn.
Look at all that, bro. Look at how precise it is. The effects.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when they get to the village.
Yep.
Right there. What are these?
Those are new. They didn't come out.
So if you actually look at everything, look at these 3 people, they're supposed to represent see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
No wonder. Yeah, that's
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see one of
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
because yeah, the one on the far left doesn't have any eyes.
Yeah.
The one that does have eyes is covering his mouth, and one is no. Okay, so yeah, that's it. One is covering his mouth because he doesn't speak evil. The one in the middle has eyes because he's supposed to represent see no evil, and the one is covering his whole face because he's supposed to represent hear no evil.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
Damn. So there's gonna be like some mythology type and like type shit in here too, like which we would expect from a Zack Snyder movie, man.
Yeah.
I can see already people cosplaying that Halloween.
Oh, right. Right. Oh, that's an epic shot. That's a new line.
Is there still such a thing?
Hey! Ah. Zack Snyder's True Fish. Oh!
We didn't see that.
Yep.
That's dope.
Wrath will be my vengeance.
Hey!
Hell yeah, that looks dope.
Yep.
Hey, so you know what? That was dope, bro. So look, they said August 2nd, so are they dropping part 1 and 2 at the same time, August 2nd?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. People are gonna be able to binge watch part 1 and part 2, bro.
Yeah.
Because that must be, because at the end of the trailer it says so that's what the long wait was for between the PG version and this was because he was finishing up the finishing touches on both to drop them at once.
Yep. Back
So if you would have just did Chalice of Blood, we probably could have got it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not complaining. This is how you do it right here.
Yeah, I like what Netflix did. You saw that? They were like Zack Snyder's true vision. That says a lot.
Yep. And all I'm gonna say,
acknowledging that he's a visionary.
Hell yeah! The way that they put this back to back is the way that they can also, if they were to restore the Snyderverse, do Justice League 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah.
You imagine that?
Oh man, that would be dope. That would be dope, bro. So let's I want to go back in this real quick and look at something. Where's that at? Where it says it's right here. Was it back further? Yeah, right here. August 2nd. Hold on, right here. Yeah, Zack Snyder's True Vision. That looks like that's gonna be hard right there.
Yeah.
Your wrath will be my vengeance.
Ah! I like, you see the Jimmy? You see the Jimmy
Yeah.
poop somebody in their shit? Ah!
Yep.
Put him down.
He ripped one of them antlers off and he just went at it with them.
Bro.
Yep. And that's actually something that we didn't see, like that little action bit with the
What does
antlers.
this say? Yeah. What is this right here? What is it? You see that? This
Yeah.
reminds
Yeah.
me kind of like of the Joker somehow. Like with the eyes are like crying or bleeding or bleeding or something. And then the mouth like the mouth is like I don't know. And then
He
there's
got
like
a
the third eye.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
So
some dope looking
basically, what these guys are, they're a part of a cult that is in line with the Mother World, and
Oh.
they're there to basically record history.
Okay, I gotcha. You know
Now-
what? Hey, kind of like what was that? Was that One Piece or Death Note? One of the two?
One Piece.
Anime, yeah, One Piece.
Yeah.
Remember that they had some kind of cult that was doing that in One Piece,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
bro. When is Zack Snyder gonna do an anime, bro? Like I mean, I know he has on Netflix with we got coming up, which is gonna be dope this like fall with
Yeah.
you know the God, I can't remember the name right now. What is it, Jeffrey? The anime.
Twilight of the Gods.
Twilight of the Gods. I know he's doing that, but I'm saying, dude, I'd love to see him do like you know what I'm saying, like a One Piece movie by Zack Snyder.
I think he would kill a live action My Hero Academia.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, fucking yeah, that would be Demon Slayer. Hey, Zack Snyder on a Demon Slayer.
Oh,
That would be, because that's dark, but it's got you know, lighthearted moments in it though, and funny, but it's overall it's real. Man, I would love to see him do something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So what are we thinking, guys, about this new trailer?
Awesome.
Zack Snyder's Chalice of Blood, part 1 and part 2. What was part 2 called again?
Part 2 is called The Curse of
Forgiveness.
Yep.
What are we thinking, guys, so far from this trailer?
That looks bad.
I'm just gonna say this: you're gonna absolutely like Noble is no games in part 1.
Like I think every fucking scene in this. Look at that. That looks hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit looks hard, bro. Just that scene alone, that looks like a painting or a drawing. Bro. Just be hanging in the room.
This is a new movie, man.
And really just think about this again, like Zack made 4 movies all in a $180 million budget.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. And I can't wait. That's what I'm saying. We got to make sure that we blow this shit up one last time, bro. Like for Netflix, bro. Just for the fucking fact of them having this much faith, trust in him, and just letting him truly just go hard in the paint. Everybody, I don't understand why even people that were part of the Snyderverse community, some of them, I don't get this narrative with people talking shit about Zack's RebelMoon. If you don't like it, okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But don't go all over online and social media saying, oh, that just wasn't it, bro. Say the theatrical cut or the PG cut that they released first, that they should have released this True Vision first. Say that. Say I'll wait for that to come out and then I'll judge it. Because what you're doing is Netflix is trying to capitalize and show, hey, if we would have had a Snyder Cut, Netflix tried to buy the Snyder Cut from WB. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. That's why when he dropped that movie, Army of the Dead, the first one, that in the vault, there was the Snyder Cut was sitting on a shelf, 214 cut.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? So Netflix, they wouldn't let Netflix do that. So Netflix is showing, hey, if we would have had that situation, not only would we have given you that movie, we would have gave you the fucking sequels and the director's cuts, no problemo. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
really,
I need everybody to come back, and I need everybody to give this shit a second chance, because we as Snyderverse fans, even though it's outside of DC, we should not be letting the media and the critics come at Zack. And you know what? If any other movie, right? If fans give honest feedback and say that was dog shit, right? The narrative is that these entertainment companies, they don't want you to be able to voice your concern. They want to control the narrative. They want your money, but they want you to shut the fuck up and step down. If you don't like it, we don't care. Yep. And they try to silence it. What do they call it online? They say dogpiling or something like that. They say that people are dogpiling the reviews. What do they call it, Jeffrey?
I know what you're saying on that, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, there's a word for it. But my point is, though, is like, you know, I guarantee you this movie is going to surprise a lot of people. You know, I see people making videos online saying, does anybody care? Like, we can't let this shit happen again, guys. You got to understand this isn't DC, but you guys have to support this shit. You have to come out, and you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to watch like every fucking movie that Zack ever makes, but this is important. Netflix and RebelMoon is so important to the cause of us getting the Snyderverse in more ways than you guys know. You need to come out and support this. You need to put your reviews out there for it online and do it the right way. Don't be shady about it, and put your honest opinions on there to counteract all the negativity that they're trying to do. They don't want Zack to be able to get his director's cuts out. They don't want the fans to be happy. They don't want none of that shit. So if you guys sit there, if all these people just keep folding, bro, and like Geralt of Snyderverse or Geralt of Rivia on X, he's the main one really pissing me off, putting up these posts 24/7 talking about, I fuck with Zack Snyder, but that shit was dog shit.
Yeah,
bro, what are you doing?
And this is the thing, like, I'm about to make a whole guarantee, bet my entire bank account on it. Just 5 minutes. Just like if people just give this the director's cut 5 minutes, people will want to stick through to the very end. I'm not going to say what those 5 minutes are, but let's just say that those 5 minutes are just a part of a whole new beginning.
Yeah, it's just it's just crazy to me, like how many I think that I just, you know, I don't understand like the narrative. Like, we all knew that when the first movies came out, they're going to be watered down. In fact, Netflix and look at if people have got a problem with them releasing Zack shit after their PG cuts, take that up with Netflix. Don't take that out on Zack Snyder, because that was the deal for him to do his. They're like, okay, they wanted to do it like the Snyder cut shit happened. Okay, release their cut first, release the studio cut, make us happy, make us our money, make it accessible for everybody. Then you know what? Go ahead, go hard. Then we'll drop your True Vision. That's the deal. That was the deal, people. And if you guys don't like that, don't be like, oh, Zack. No, Zack didn't do. People got to understand how fucking business and entertainment works. Not everything goes the way that you want it exactly, and that goes for Zack too. He's only got so much control over. You know, that was part of the deal, man. Like, I don't know.
And that's the thing too. Like, once again, like, really think about this whole thing. Like, Zach even said this, and I don't even know why he needed to say it, but for some reason, he needed to say this in an interview where he said you can watch the. He said it was pretty much like kind of like a fun idea at the end anyway, because it's like, hey, if you want to watch one with your family, you can watch the PG cut. But if you want to watch the full on hardcore version and get to know the world kind of version on your own, watch my version.
Right.
So it's like both versions are there for people to choose what to watch. So like if you really think about it, it's a really smart business decision too, because it's like because I actually had this like kind of funny idea of what might happen, where all four cuts of Rebel Moon would be in the top 4 or top 10 of the would be on the top 10 of Netflix once the director's cuts come out. Like, really think about that. The PG cuts of part 1 and 2 in the top 10, along with the 2 parts of Zach's rated R version of Rebel Moon. Like, that's a really big W.
That is. You know, he made 4 movies, bro, with like less than $150 million. That's fucking insane. And look at the effects. Look at everybody was talking about how they kind of looked wonky in the PG cuts. Some scenes looked amazing. Some scenes were just average, and for Zach, that's out the ordinary. Well, maybe, mother freakers, that he took that 150 and he saved most of that budget for his movies. Ever think about that?
Yep.
Like, because that shit, bro, there wasn't a scene in there that wasn't crisp, bro. The effects were on point in that trailer that I just seen, that we all just seen. And that's what I'm saying. Women lie, men lie, but money don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie, bro. And the numbers for Rebel Moon, it was number 1 in the world, bro. Number 1 in the world. Part 1 and part 2.
Look at what Geek Defense Initiative he put in the comments. He goes, the influencers and critics only hate this movie because they're spiteful about the Snyder Cut movement humiliating them. And that's true.
It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen.
That's why I said.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen again.
You want to know what I really want to get across to everybody, man, is that we seen when we got the Snyder Cut released, right? All these fandoms and these critics hadn't been the fandoms hadn't been put under. See, it was just our fandom going through some shit that it never went through before, like new people taking over at a company, them not giving the fans what they want, them meddling with shit, them pulling bullshit and okey doking consumers and the paying customers. We were like, I think only really the Star Wars, they were still kind of mixed. They didn't fall off, the Star Wars fandom, but look at the situation with Disney Star Wars now, with the Acolyte. Like, look at we've got the Elitaverse. You know what I mean? We've got the Star Wars verse. Like, we've got them 2 fandoms, both dealing with shit. We've got the Mad Max new sequel. People are like confused and split on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, my point is, there's a lot of instances now of different things, and even with video games coming out, right? Where people review bomb. That's what they call it, review bombing.
Yeah, review bomb.
So now Rotten Tomatoes, people are more open-minded. Is my point. It ain't just the Snyder bots, the Snyder community, the Snyder bros. No, bro. There's a lot of communities, bro, getting dicked over by the entertainment industry because they are not giving the paying consumer, the paying customer, what they want. They're giving them a bunch of bullshit, or they're meddling with the product, or they're watering the product down. And now we've got many fandoms, and people see now that the critics cannot be trusted when it comes to, look at like Sweet Baby Inc., getting a hold of all these IPs like the new Wolverine game, Spider-Man 2, making the women ugly, putting woke shit in there, putting bad men fucking shit in all the games, right? We've got Star Wars: The Acolyte. They see how the critics rolled with that shit. They put, it's the best damn Star Wars they ever seen. You go look at Rotten Tomatoes, but then you look at the audience scores. And the audience is review bombing it. No, the audience ain't review bombing it. You guys are positive review bombing it because you're paid shills and bots. The critics can't be trusted, and people see that now. So I hope that in this day and age, that moving forward, we will gain more support from other communities outside of ours for our cause.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like the same thing also is going on with Stellar Blade. Like I've actually finished,
another great example,
like, because Stellar Blade was basically like, this person, the director is just, the creative team is just, this game is basically made by someone who's never seen a woman before, blah blah blah, and is over sexualizing them, blah blah blah, and this is where things really got messed up when you really dive deep into it. There's actually a video out there with
Jackson. Strong arm flicks forever, baby. My man. Sorry, I just had to say that. Go ahead.
But yeah, there's actually a video on Stellar Blade that a Korean modeling company, let me repeat that one more time. A Korean modeling company that has nothing to do with the video games, basically made a video saying straight up what makes a real woman, and they talked about the backlash that Stellar Blade was getting. And the thing is, it was like this hot Korean woman basically exposing everything that was being said about the game, and they even said, yeah, one of our models is actually the model for the main character, Eve.
Dang.
And I'm like, oh wow. and the game is actually really good. Like I actually finished it, and really I think it's actually the best action game I've personally ever played.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you played Nier, you'll definitely love Stellar Blade.
Nice.
Dude, I haven't played Stellar Blade yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is that out? It's already out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to come to PC. But I might go ahead and try and get a copy for PlayStation. I do have a PS5, but I have the PS. It's for my son. I might pick that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I really I've seen it, and the game looks dope. I really want to check it out. I've watched every clip online that you can find of the game to see different things about it and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying, everything that I've seen I love, and I love it. I'm excited to check that out. You know what I'm saying? I need to I want to get a copy of it. I hope they don't wait 2 years to drop it on Steam as a PC release. Right now it's a PS5 exclusive, I believe, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a PS5 exclusive.
But they said that they do got plans to drop it on PC, but right now they're still within their exclusive deal threshold.
Yeah, and right now they're actually working on the DLC of the game.
Hey, Asthmatic said Mikey Sutton must be missing something.
I'm missing the context on that.
Yeah, me too. I didn't. Koj in the house from earlier. He said, "Let's fucking go." What's up, Koj? Big shout out to Koj. Much love, brother. Good to see you. I don't know if you're still in the chat, still in the live stream, but if so, shout out to Geek Defense Initiative, Mad Max, Sean Franklin. What up?
But yeah,
Andrew Jackson.
But yeah, I really like a whole nother thing to kind of like piggyback on what you said about fandoms being bashed and gaming companies being bashed is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like people complaining about Yakuza being him being the first Black Samurai and being a playable character in the game, and people complaining that that's not accurate or you're just being woke and stuff. Like Assassin's Creed has had a disclaimer saying that they're a historical fiction. Anyway, like they're historical fiction. Like they do take events from history, but at the end of the day, they're fiction.
Right.
So it's like, why are you complaining about this?
El Necron, what's happening? The trailer is so fire, it caught my TV on fire. But I'm telling you, man, that if you know, whoever cut that trailer, I'm sure it was Zack Snyder. But whoever cut that trailer, though, that shit was fire, bro. They need a raise. If Zack cut that trailer, Netflix, give that man another raise.
The reason why they're hating on it, because remember, you got all these Star Wars fans out here that they're straight up shilling for Disney. So when anything that comes out with RebelMoon, you know, like they're just salty about it.
Well, the thing is, though, is that they've got. See, I hear what you're saying, C's, but I also see a side of that fandom that's been burnt and fucked over so many times. The OG Star Wars fans I'm talking about.
They've allowed it.
Well, they didn't have nobody to show them a way forward. You know, they didn't. They all they did was they voiced their concerns, but they never fought back, and nobody really seen a movement really fight back and win and get their way until the Snyderverse movement came along. So. But by now, you know, at this point in time, it's too little, too late. And, you know, so you've got some that are sour, but mostly, bro, it's this new Gen Z that they're bringing in, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to aim this show for Gen Z with all this woke bullshit. So
and the
it's just
funny
like
thing
us,
is,
how we got real DC fans, you know, that talk shit everything about Zack Snyder, but claim that they're a huge DC fan, right? And they've got their version of them over there in Star Wars too, you know. So I try not to judge them too hard, but I have seen that too, C's. I've seen exactly what you're talking about.
And the thing is too about the whole Gen Z thing, like I'm actually like straight up, I'm actually 24 right now, so really like I'm in that whole Gen Z group.
Hell, I don't even know the bracket. I think I'm just outside of it. I don't know, but it's just.
But yeah, for me, it's like, man, I don't care what I don't really care what they're doing. Like, I just want good stuff, and that's really why. When it comes to like Disney, Star Wars, and stuff, the only thing there's. The major things that I'm actually liking is actually the Jedi series that EA is doing with Cal Kestis, because that game series is actually really good. Like, it's actually really good. It's not trying to be anything it's not. It's just trying to be a good Star Wars game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, it's just like, I just hope that moving forward, when we start making these waves, you know what I'm saying, August 5th for the release to air cut, we're coming for that damn air cut. We're not letting that go. We're not letting that slip by anymore. It's that time. You know, I just hope that once we get this accomplished, hopefully these other fandoms will know, like, we're not bots, we're not assholes, and just like every fandom, we got a couple assholes, we got a couple of crazies, and then we've got people that infiltrate the fandom, pretend to be fans, and they do crazy shit trying to make the fandom look bad. And every fandom has that same set of circumstances happening, maybe not quite as bad as ours, because of the fact that Warner Brothers has tried from day one to cause division within their fan base, to shut everybody up and to make people confused, to cause confusion, to be able to run left field with the products and just keep doing what they're doing with them, watering them down and shitting on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I hope that moving forward, like that, that we can slowly change this narrative that they keep trying to put on us, because there's more fandoms now than just ours, where shit isn't going so hot in long beloved franchises, with hardcore passionate fan bases.
Yep,
where the critics are taking a dunk on them left and right. In the gaming industry, they're trying to take a dunk on them left and right.
Yep, and that's really that's really kind of like the thing, like with all that crazy stuff going on. Really, like Cobra Kai is like the only safe haven, because those the creators of the Cobra Kai TV show, like you can tell that they're actual fans of the Miyagi-verse and actually respect what happened in the past and are evolving it at the same time.
Slipknot fan said, "What's up?" Yeah, exactly. I hear what you're saying, Jeffrey. Cease, what do you think, brother? What do you got? What's your whole take on everything, man? Like,
I mean, when it comes down to what Zack is doing at Netflix, he's straight up winning. He's proving everybody wrong, including WB, like a slap to the face, like saying, "Hey, look, this could have been you. This would have been your moment to shine." Marvel. But remember, he approached Disney for Marvel to add it on, and they turned it down. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with WB. They were like, "Nope, they're not interested." And I know right now they're both in the corner. Probably Disney's patting the shoulder of WB while they cry, along with Zaslav. Like, "Yo, we did a wrong decision." Because look at how WB is right now, sinking every day. But Netflix, their stocks keep on winning. Like they're making money, and it doesn't matter. And bad. People are still talking, and that's the part about it. You got
and that's the thing too. Like with Netflix, like I think. Because I remember reading an article where they basically bought a old military base for a new studio.
Yeah, I mean, they spend money on that dumb shit, but then they don't want to put out quality, and then they wonder why it's not working. But then like, yo, here's a little bit of money. They're flipping it and making 3 times back. That's crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. And I don't know if my video got some kind of copyright. I don't know, because our viewers are dwindling down like we went from like 20 something to 5, but it could just be weird hour beat. But every time I do a live reaction, sometimes there is an issue. Hopefully when we get done with this live, now we're down to 4. Hopefully the video hasn't been ended, but it's at like 39 minutes anyway. If anybody's still there, if it's not, somebody put something in the chat. Somebody check and see, C's or Jeffrey. Go on YouTube and see if you can click on this regularly and see the live stream. It went up to 6, maybe not. I don't know, but I know that.
My phone shows 4 people are watching.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, long as they didn't take the stream down, because sometimes they do that. But YouTube, they're real. They're real weird like that, man. Like, I don't know. Hopefully not. But you guys see now you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I know we already kind of touched on this, but Geek Defense Initiative. I don't get the obsession with ugly women. Yeah, that's a Sweet Baby Ink thing that's going on. That's a whole nother fight, guys.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fight.
For another time.
That's a whole nother thing.
But yeah, they did it with MJ and Spider-Man 2. And
really, I personally liked the new MJ model that they did. Like me personally, I personally liked the new MJ model compared to the old one that we got in
Yeah.
the first game. Like
Well-
in the first game, I really did think she was ugly. But
Really, I thought that she looked prettier in the first game. The second game, they've got a picture and they show that they actually used a specific person for the face model for Spider-Man 2, and she wasn't, no offense, she wasn't very attractive lady. They didn't go full woke with it or nothing. The game was still dope. Everything else about the game was amazing. With me, that's just something that I seen. Sweet Baby Inc. did. They are attached to Spider-Man 2, if you look hard enough. And that's the kind of shit that they do. I think they knew a little better with how big that franchise is to go full in. You know what I'm saying? But, and if you go back and look at anything that Sweet Baby Inc., Jeffrey, has been attached to, they go hard in the paint, bro, specifically trying to make, for some reason, they're like, take that, male gaze. But, they try to make every woman, and I'm not joking, ugly as shit.
Dang.
That's their agenda, and then they also want to add pronouns into shit, which it's like, I mean, I don't care, but it's like, let's work on the story first, and if the characters like that...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I remember,
then that's fine.
Wow.
But they're go ahead, Jeff.
Now that I think about it, in Acolyte, like in the promotional material, where I don't remember the full context of it, but I saw a clip where they were basically like, what character would have sex with this character? And I'm like, wait, what about the story? Like, we're talking about sex, but what about the actual story of what the show is about?
Right. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, it's a very fair point. Geek Defense Initiative says they aren't making movies for Gen Z. They're making movies for Twitter bots and shills. Exactly. And that's what I mean. That's how fucking stupid WBD is right now. Like, I just think it's funny that they're listening to a bunch of idiots, like the people that they've chose to listen to, that they do not see by now that they are a bunch of fake profiles with people pretending to be fans that don't go see the shit, that don't pay for the tickets, that don't pay for the merch, and they're trying to sabotage you, and your dumb ass is running right down into a coffin with them. It's beyond me, they're still letting that be their legacy, unfortunately.
Yep, and Slipknot, that's the question. He wants to know, like, aside from DC stuff, what movies have we seen recently? And
in the comment section?
Yeah.
Okay, where's that? I'm looking right now.
It's like the second to last. It's like the second newest one.
Oh, okay, I see it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slipknot fan. Aside from DC stuff, what other movies have you seen recently? Any horrors, comedy, or action movies? So, I'll start off by saying I seen horror-wise, borderline horror, I guess. A Quiet Place, day one, and in my opinion, it was complete ass compared to the first two. The first two movies were phenomenal. This movie, they advertised it, bro. Like, see it from the beginning. See how it all began, right? But you watch the movie, and none of the main cast that was in the first two was in this movie, but one character, and he's really only in it at the end of the movie on the ship. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? He plays the bad guy, like, in everything. He's a good guy in there. He's actually in Rebel Moon. He plays the admiral. I can't remember his name. He was you know what I'm saying?
Admiral Noble.
I think so. Yep, that's him. I don't know his real acting name or his real name, but right now off the top of my head, I can't remember. But he's in it, and that's how they tie it to the other movies. And they use him specifically for that. They show him 2 times. That's it. Once in the middle of the movie, once at the very, very end, you know what I'm saying, when they're getting away. But my point is, though, is in this movie, bro, the whole, if you think about it, right?
A lot of people on Twitter said that it's basically about a cat and a slice of pizza.
Bro, it is, bro.
Wait, what?
It is, bro. It literally is, and that's my problem with it. Like, it had moments in it where it was good because the creatures are fucking terrifying, you know? So there's a lot of good action sequences and jump scares and shit. But the thing is, though, is that the main cast from the first two, everything about the writing, the main cast, the story, everything about the first two, part 1 and part 2, phenomenal. For some reason, and maybe it's just me, like literally this lady, right? She's like, I don't know, bro. She just makes these faces throughout the movie that are like over the top. Like she's overselling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? In some scenes to me. And then she don't, in the beginning of the movie, she don't give a shit about nothing but getting a slice of pizza. Then the end of the world happens, and she still don't give a fuck about nothing except for getting a slice of pizza. And she's like, yes, I'm being dead ass serious, bro. And then she's got this cat. The cat is cute. The cat is adorable, right? But she's like hell bent on taking this cat with her, and like the cat keeps doing dumb cat shit. And like there's monsters where if you make a single sound, they just fucking slice your ass up. So this cat gets her and this dude in multiple times, like in near-death situations, because they're trying to fucking chase after this fucking cat, bro. And go get a slice of pizza while the fucking world's ending. Then my main issue is that when they promoted this movie when it came out, it was like, it said like, see how it all began and all this, right? We don't see nothing. This movie moves the needle nowhere, not forward or backwards, because they don't reveal shit about the monsters. They don't show any origin story about the monsters. They don't give you no new information about the monsters. Nothing, bro. They just show like all of a sudden, oh, here's an attack. Apparently that was the first one, but there was nothing significant about it to pick apart, to dissect. And then at the end of the movie, basically the dude that's in the movie that you see on the poster, Ed Serkin. She keeps trying to ditch him because they come across each other like in a weird way, and then he just kind of follows her around because he's like, this bitch is insane. Trying to get a slice of fucking pizza, she's gonna die. And like that's how he like keeps following her. She's like basically trying to ditch him half the movie, and he's trying to save her ass. And basically, finally, at the end of the movie, he gives her away and takes her to get pizza. They have like this little dance, like little spin thing when they're safe and shit. And then after that, basically, she helps him get the fuck on Dodge and get on the ship to leave the island. And she stays there, causes a distraction. Then she goes and turns her music on full blast and gets fucking axed, and the movie ends.
What?
Yes. Bro, I swear to God, that's the entire movie. And don't forget about the cat scenes. I swear to God, bro. To me, the movie really pissed me off a lot, bro. Like, I mean, me and my gal, right? We've seen the first two. We've seen, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not everything's for everyone. But my old lady, like, she was like looking at me while we're watching this shit, and she's like, this is fucking terrible. She said it like 3 times. And I actually told her, I'm like, shh. I'm like, hold on, man. The movie's not even done playing yet. And then finally, when I seen her get killed and seen like, now, don't get me wrong. There was a reason why she wanted to get the pizza. They revealed like, you know, it had something to do with like she had a family and her papa or whoever used to run a pizzeria or something. Some shit like that, but they didn't even go into it. They just showed a picture that revealed like all the things that you can put together from the picture. Like,
wow,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, cool. You gave her a reason, but you waited till the very end of the movie, and through the whole movie, literally the context was, I just want to get pizza. Like, it just didn't work for me. But I feel like they had something there, but they just kind of dropped the ball with it.
Yeah, but Slipknot as for me the latest movies I saw was the new Planet of the Apes movie and Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
And the new Planet of the Apes movie was really good actually. Like I was actually surprised with what they were doing with it. And basically I'm not going to spoil it because it actually is really good. But the way it ends is it doesn't it basically takes place 300 years after Caesar's whole trilogy, and basically after Caesar's whole arc it takes place 300 years after all that happened, right?
Yeah,
And
I really like the new Planet of the Apes.
yeah, and really I personally can't wait to see where they go from here with how they ended it.
Yeah. What do you think, Cease? What do you think of the new Planet of the Apes movie? I really like that movie. I thought it was dope.
I'll be real with you. I'm not a fan of Planet of the Apes, so I'm like, yeah, I passed on that movie.
Right?
I just could
Fair
never
enough.
honestly, you know. Like,
Yeah.
the whole thing with like, you know, talking monkeys. I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah.
When George Romero would make zombie movies and they would like carry guns, I'm like, yeah, that's not the same, you know. That's why I kind of didn't like too much Army of the Dead, because the zombies were like too fast. It's almost like a human. I was like, it defeats the purpose, you know. I like my zombies slow, so I mean that's just me. But I did see that one from what is it? The one that you're saying, Quiet Place. It was good, you know, for what they did. Of course, it was a different director, so maybe that's why it wasn't.
Yeah, it was definitely the director, bro. It was definitely the different director made a big difference. Because I seen what they were. I feel like I seen what they were going for, but I feel like there should have been more depth, and they should have focused more on why she wanted the pizza. Why?
Yeah.
Oh
why.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they would have kept the original director, and he could have even have worked with that whole story, even the same actors. And I feel like it could have just. I feel like that's another example of why having a good director is so important. I'm not saying the director was trash, but I feel like I see what they were going for, and I feel like it almost worked, but they dropped the ball with it, bro. That's what I feel like. It wasn't like the biggest piece of shit ever, but it just wasn't good for like, to me. I just feel like just showing us a single picture for like 10 seconds and zooming in slow motion. It explained without explaining the pizza shit, and a little gave you a little context about her. But I just feel like the why, that's something that was important. They could have showed in flashbacks when she got knocked out, or when a scary jump scare is about to happen. Like, you know, there's many ways that I feel like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see if this movie will get an extended cut or a director's cut. You know, maybe that could fix the issues I personally have with it, but I kind of doubt it that they're going to do that with this movie. Huh?
That they should have focused more on those like creatures and stuff, whatever those things were, the aliens.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, I feel like they should have focused more on the creatures, on the backstory of the creatures, because it's called Day One. And who knows, maybe they did, and last minute they decided to cut out essential scenes. I mean, I doubt it, but I feel like if they would have just focused a little more on her backstory, somehow fitting that in, giving us context to the whole, I want pizza, I gotta go get pizza no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And if they would have focused more on the creatures and that, just a little more, like 20 more, 15 minutes of the two of them concepts, and crammed it in there somehow. Just extended the runtime 15 more minutes. Like somewhere in the middle, or however they would have fit it in. Like it could have changed the whole entire movie for me personally. It made it special. It just, to me, it doesn't hold up to the original, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
That makes sense. And also, like, for me, like the other one I told you that I saw, Bad Boys 4 was really good.
That was fucking phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was fire, bro.
Yep.
I love that movie, bro. I didn't expect it to be that good. I thought it would be okay. It was fire though, bro.
Especially with that scene with Reggie, man. like Reggie really surprised me.
Me too.
I was like,
it doesn't feel like it was like a long movie. Like that movie really, like every moment, there wasn't a dull moment in that movie, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like after I finished watching it, that's when I found out that the directors of Bad Boys 4 were the same directors for Bad Boys 3, and we're supposed to be the directors for the Batgirl movie that got canceled. And I was like, they really thought, WB really thought that this movie was watchable, like really, after seeing Bad Boys 4, I'm even curious to see what the Batgirl movie was like.
They lied to us.
So it's Damon Housel. I can't never say his name. This is the guy. Hold on. I want to show you guys real quick. He plays in so much shit. This guy's a good ass actor. Hold on. Because this comment just reminded me of this. Hold on, guys. Right here. This guy right here.
Yeah.
Right here. This guy.
He's in
Rebel. Yeah, he's in Rebel.
Digimon Hansu. Yeah. Digimon Hansu.
Digimon Hansu. I can't never remember his name because of but I know his face and his voice anywhere, man. I always recognize this guy. He was a badass in RebelMoon. He was a badass in the movie 2007 movie Push. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
I for one loved that movie. Wanted it to have a director's cut, and I wanted it to have a sequel because I wanted to see where they were going to take that movie, bro. Back when it came out, but it's been so long now. I doubt that'll ever happen. I think Dakota Fanning was in it too, when she was like 14. Yeah, Dakota Fanning was in it when she was like 15 or 14 or something. It was her, but yeah, he's in a lot of shit. You know, he's one of the main characters in RebelMoon. You know, yeah. He's the guy that's in A Quiet Place, day one. That's how because he's one of the characters in the Quiet Place universe, right? Yeah. That's how they tie that movie to the first two, is just by him, and they only show him once in the middle of the movie and once at the very, very end, real quick. That's how they tie it, because he's the one operating the ship that's getting away from the island and shit, to get away from the creatures, because they can't swim. Apparently, they can't, get through the water like that. The water's their kryptonite, pretty much.
Yeah.
But unless they drown, it doesn't kill them. But it shows one of them drown, so they can drown. But they're not stupid. It's very hard to get them to drown.
So the only new thing we seem to learn about from what you're saying is their kryptonite is water, and that's the only new thing we know about.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, is that really the only scene that they show that really gives us a new perspective is this one scene where one of them is chasing them, and they're fucking powerhouses, bro. This thing was truck sticking underwater, bro. Like it wasn't underwater. But then after like 30 seconds, the motherfucker just get drowned. So that's the only scene that gave us anything new. In the other movies, they had already showed us the water stops them from being able to hear you, being around a waterfall or water flowing. So water in general is their weakness, but it doesn't kill them. The only way that it can kill them, but it's extremely hard, so it's nothing that you can rely on other than basically hiding from them. Because the likelihood of one of them being stupid enough to drown themselves, it doesn't happen that often. The way that this one drowns, it's like a certain scenario that isn't going to happen very often. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to explain all of it and ruin it for whoever hasn't seen it, but it's just the way it's chasing them down this tunnel thing. Like, it's just the way that it happens. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, again, like, so really, that's a useless. That's really didn't give a shit either, in a sense. But that was interesting to learn that they can drown, and that when he got away on the ship, they didn't. Oh, there was a fuck ton of them, bro. They didn't even attempt to go chase after him. As soon as they fucking got away from the shore, and they were like within distance of the things to super jump and make it to him, and they still wouldn't get it. So again, they really didn't give us anything. There's a lot of feedback coming from your end. There it goes. But yeah, so sorry I'm late. What he said?
Oh yeah, another one that I saw was Inside Out 2.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
But yeah, Inside Out 2 was another good one that I saw.
What was the other one, Jeffrey?
Inside Out 2.
Oh, Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
Everybody said that it was good. Everybody, I've not seen that. But everybody that I've seen, that you know, the feedback I've seen from people I mess with, said that it was good. Not as good as the first one, but still very good.
Oh yeah, like it's not as good as the first one. It is a little bit lighter, but it still does go pretty dark in some areas.
Yeah. I see the new Despicable Me. Was it 4? I seen that with my family. That movie, just like the other ones, bro, they haven't missed yet. That movie was fire. You know, I mean, it's
yeah.
You know, it was very good. I mean, it brought everything that the other movies did, and actually the ending, I really liked how they ended it, bro. There was like redemption. I really liked it. I think I liked this one better than all the other ones, but it was just as good as every other one, if not my opinion, a hair better.
Yeah. And the thing is too, someone actually, a lot of hip hop heads were saying that Pharrell actually sneaked in a diss song, Drake diss song in that movie.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the specific song is who will be Gru tonight? Who will Gru be tonight? It's basically like how it's basically about like Gru living a double life, but at the same time, it's like he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's apparently like a hidden Drake diss track on that in that movie.
Nice. So guys, we're at the just over the hour mark. I'm gonna get out of here. Dinner's almost done. What do you guys got to say about RebelMoon closing? Any closing statements, guys?
I'm excited.
Guess I'll start. From what I really can't say anything for part 2, but for part 1, I really can't wait for it. From what I've read, to be seen and to be seen on screen is especially that first act, because that first act is really, 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 really dark. like it's really gonna go blow a lot of people's minds, and just can't wait for all of the apologies on Twitter to come up, just like when the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just go ahead, Steve.
Nah, I was just gonna say that, man, we're making history, and now we're RebelMoon. So it's like I can't wait to see part two because between part one and part two, I really like part two a lot, man. And I know both of them are gonna be good, but man, that part two was just, man, like it was just too much. I was like, damn, like this is awesome. It's just amazing to see how much Zach is putting out there, and like how us the fans are enjoying, and we're getting like this is a banquet. Like it's
Oh
just
yeah.
awesome.
I really want to see the narrative change around RebelMoon. I'm sick of seeing people dogpiling on it. I'm sick of seeing people go after Zack. It's the same thing they did when the Snyder Cut came out. They don't want to see a creative auteur get their way. They don't want to see anybody go against the Hollywood mainstream narrative. It's creative integrity that we're for. And we see when you let Zack cook, I don't care what he's working with, that man can cook. And I can't wait for this to come out so that I can see once again all the haters eat their words,
Oh, for sure.
And Game City Savior, what's up? Said, what's up? Another two said, I don't trust the critics. Might pay attention if it's for an Oscar or something, but if it's just for entertainment purposes, I'd rather trust my own criteria. Exactly. We see that the critics cannot be trusted these days for damn near anything. One thing that I am looking forward to is Deadpool and Wolverine. That's Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I've been saying that on the show for a minute. That's my dog. And Ryan Reynolds, he's great as Deadpool. That's really the only MCU project that I really want to see. And I don't even know if it's really even going to be called MCU until I see the movie and see if they actually bring them into it or not, or what they're doing with it. But yeah, it drops tomorrow. I've got my tickets. But other than that, yeah, RebelMoon, guys. Director's cut, Chalice of Blood. Can't wait to see it. And yeah, I hope that everybody gives it another chance, because I'm telling you, it's going to be phenomenal. I can already tell.
I'm just gonna say one more thing. People aren't ready. The people aren't ready.
Yeah. You can see it. That trailer was too awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're ready for it either, Jeffrey.
Cyborg sees the future of DC. We're coming for you, James Gunn.
Yo, while we're on the topic and we're still here, check this out. You saw that update today about with Batman Facebook page.
I can't hear you over Jeffrey's mic. I hear blah, 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 blah. What'd you say?
Hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So since while we're on the topic still, we're still here. Did you see the update of Batman vs Superman?
For Batman versus Superman, the Facebook handle.
What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. I think that I know that it's a good sign. I think it's because of all the noise the fandom's been making, and I think it's also because Zack Snyder's True Vision is about to drop, and I think they're seeing all the hype and all the views from the trailers. And we know that Zack is also back in a working relationship with Warner Brothers to some degree. So he's got his foot in both doors, so to speak. Yeah. Anything can happen. I think that I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. That's it's very interesting, and it's dope to see. So we'll have to stay tuned and keep fighting the good fight. That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really. All we can do is wait for RebelMoon director's cuts to drop. Man, really just for another Netflix project that I'm looking forward to seeing, since we're on the topic of Netflix. Oh, like you were talking about, really for me personally, I can't wait for Friday, which is going to be when Deadpool comes out, and people are going to be watching Deadpool because they like him. But me personally, I personally think he's really kind of like he's really my least favorite character in the superhero genre and even in comics. But that's just me. But yeah, really, I can't wait for the new season of Dragon Prince to drop.
Right on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Deadpool in the comics or the cartoons like that, but Ryan Reynolds as him, I really dig it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, and I don't know when the movie comes out for you. For me, this movie's gonna be out tomorrow, Thursday, and I've got tickets. I got tickets for it already. And I had them reserved for like over a month. So
wow!
Me and my family, yeah, because I wanted to make sure I could go see it on opening day. You know what I'm saying? At the time, and get the right seats that I wanted. Because I've been waiting for a while to see Hugh Jackman come back and wear the suit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really like his take on Wolverine. And yeah, so. But anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for all coming to the channel. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys be so kind. Share the video, like the video, all that good shit. Help us out. And we'll see you guys on the next one, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.